Hello, I'm so excited you're here because today we are talking about the Master Your Money event. Now, if you don't know what Master Your Money is, it's my signature 3-day event. It's coming up this year and happening May 16th through 18th in Atlanta. And I really want to invite you to come. Now, the whole purpose behind Master Your Money is to change the conversation about money for women on the planet so that we no longer have to go through what we can afford or what we can tolerate, and instead start doing things for ourselves that we actually love doing. Start being able to generate the money that funds a life we love. Because if you're like most women I know, you want to change, not just for yourself, but you want to change for your family, for your community, and for the world. And at Master Your Money, I teach you my framework for how to make that possible. So I could talk about this all day long, but I decided instead today to bring you Mie Potter, who's come to the event, and allow her in her words to tell you more about the event. So as we get started here, Mie, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do first.
So I am Mie Potter, and I'm the owner of Finding Peace. I work with women who are overwhelmed, and a lot of us identify with being overwhelmed, but we try to get to why you're overwhelmed. And primarily I work with women who are entrepreneurs, excuse me, or professional women.
Awesome.
So they're already successful, but they're unhappy.
Great. So Mie, tell us a little bit about where you were before you came to the Master Your Money event.
Well, before I came to the Master Your Money event, I was actually going through a major life transition, and I've been in quite a mess for the last few years, or had been in quite a mess. And actually, one of the things that really struck me and why I felt led to work with you is because at that event, God told me to work with you because you nailed my money story.
Yeah, so tell me more. Like, what else did you get from the event?
So at the moment when you were walking on the stage and you started talking to us about our money story, you are actually identified that I did not trust money. And what ended up happening is money just became powerful. I became powerful because I now have a better relationship with money. And that's actually, I believe, really important for all of us as women, because we tend to let I was coming out of a marriage and he controlled all the money and dictated our budget and all that. And coming into my power about this is my money now and I'm in control of my destiny, and it all started at Master Your Money. So that's amazing, right?
Fantastic. I love that. And I think that's so important. I mean, so many of the women I meet are in situations where they don't feel like they're in control of their money.
Yeah.
Or in traumatic situations in the past where
well,
they didn't
even from childhood, money was, I was bribed to do things. I was bribed as praise or whatever. But now I help the women who I help get out of overwhelm and become more powerful themselves. And often money is part of the story. Even though they're making a lot of money, they don't make budgets. They don't, they have unlimited accounts, so they just don't make budgets. And so part of it is planning, right? And getting on a budget and being in control of your money, right?
Yeah, and I think that's so important is, so many people who come to the event, if you're in the service profession, if you're a coach or a healer, and you don't have to be, there's plenty of people that come to the events that run sunglass stores or furniture stores or whatnot. But in case you are, one of the most powerful things that you can do to become better at what you do is to get clear on your own money stuff.
To make us track our money every day is so key.
Yeah.
When you hand out that
revenue tracker,
yes, where we write down what we make every day, it is so powerful. Even if it's a zero that day as a service professional, because you don't necessarily work with a client every day, that zero is very powerful because you don't want the next several days to be a zero. right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And revenue tracking and giving a revenue tracking sheet is one of the things that we do at the event. We do that on a day 2, which is the day that we really focus on money making actions. And it's part of our book. During the event, we give out a 150-page book that you actually fill out during the event so that you can take it home. Now, Mie, for you, what have been some of the things that you've been able to like take home to do in your business? I know you mentioned revenue tracking that you took from the event itself.
I'll be honest with you, there's just so many things. The 3 days were just so packed with stuff. And a lot of us actually leave the event going, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get home and review this because I can't even remember what I did because she taught us so many things, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's actually the key that I would say is after you leave the event and you go home, make sure that you review what you got from the 3 days because we're not going to remember. We actually remember by reviewing and reviewing, right? As you all know.
Absolutely.
Repetition.
And that's one of the things that's so important about the event. You know, one of the pieces that we do at the event is make sure that you have everything in that notebook. So like so that you can go back and look at it and figure it out when you get home. Now, for you, Mie, what would you say to somebody who's thinking about coming to the event, but maybe struggling?
I would say that you are important and your business is important and get there because you don't even know, and we actually don't even know what we're going to get out of the event from you because part of what you do is spiritual and we don't know where God is going to lead us or what God is going to tell us through you at the event, right? Because we're all going to hear a different thing,
right?
We're all in a different place, but you are definitely worth spending the 3 days on yourself and to build your business.
Amazing. Yes, you are worth it. And I think worthiness is a huge part of it. For those of you that are thinking, I don't know if I can spend the money and the plane ticket and the dog sitter and the cat sitter and the kid sitter and the husband sitter and the wife sitter. Yeah. Like it's a lot.
Oh, and we all think about who's going to take care of the meals and all that. Yeah. And you know what? It'll be taken care of. The main thing is to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
And your business, right?
And I think there's something to be said for knowing that the biggest leaps that I've ever made in my business came from when I left my house and got on a plane, to do things, to really give yourself the opportunity to get to the next level. So
yes, and to see all those other entrepreneurs and business women in the room and speak with them. And, we also make incredible connections, that are lifelong connections.
Isolation is the enemy of wealth. And I find that one of the best outcomes of Master Your Money is the partnerships that get created, the friendships that get created from the event. And knowing that you're not in this alone and that all the things that you're struggling with, other people are struggling with too. And not only that you could get the solutions to figure out how to make it better.
I met one of my new best friends at Master Your Money.
Yes. And I happen to know who she's talking about.
Oh,
and the two of them are now inseparable.
Yeah, I mean, we're like lifelong soulmates now, and we met at Master Your Money. So that is an amazing thing just by itself.
Yeah, they're going on vacation together this year. So
we are.
That's how things become. And I've seen that happen over and over and over again. Lifelong friendships being started, relationships and partnerships being started, all kinds of amazing things happening at the Master Your Money event with the community that's there. Because ultimately you get rewarded for being able to leave your home and connect with other people. Yeah. So if you're, so thank you so much, Mie. I so appreciate you being here and giving your perspective on this. And for those of you that are listening and you're thinking, well, maybe that is right for me. Maybe it's time for me to value myself high enough to be able to come to this event, that I'm worthy of it, and that you're ready to sort of hear your own spiritual messages and your own business messages at the event. You can register for the event at revenuebreakthrough.com/money, revenuebreakthrough.com/money, and you can see all the information about the event there as well.
Hope to see you there.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Bye.